Hey man, what it is, what it do? Welcome to the Good History Show. Oh, last name good. This is my guy, Westside Jimmy in the building, man. We here. We live.
We here.
We here. Be here, be there.
It's a blessing.
Yes, sir, it is definitely a blessing, man. Hey, Den Music Fest. They even got me saying, man, everybody else telling me Den Fest. It's Den Music Fest.
Yeah, man, I told you the people gonna name that thing.
They gonna name it. They are doing it. Yep. November 27th, man, going down at the Music Room. You can get tickets at denmusicfest.com/tickets.
So we 7 days out.
We're a week out.
And them tickets still on sale.
Yeah. Oh, we got discounted tickets, man. The thing is, we want everybody there.
Word.
Everybody, and some surprises too. I can't tell y'all about, but it's a few surprises. So
Okay.
you might want to be there for it. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
All right.
That's it.
Well, check this out. I'll be there.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
You gonna be there?
Pull up.
Okay, cool. You gonna perform though?
Yeah.
Cool. I hope so.
Yeah.
You text me early in the week like you go. We ain't gonna go there, man. Sometimes we have a group chat, and Jimmy and H and myself, we like to go back and forth in our group chat.
Hey,
and Jimmy called me out like straight up, like about to send me an invoice and everything in the group chat.
Hey, for real.
It's all good, man. Hey, I appreciate them diapers and them Pampers though.
Oh, for sure, man. Like, I bought them a little big, I think, but
it's cool.
Okay.
Got to grow into them, bro.
Yeah.
My daughter's doing fine. 3 weeks today.
Great.
3 weeks, man. Like
man,
this,
super awesome, man.
Man, it is super.
You looking like a dad, dog.
No, I know I'm tired. Tired, bro. Like she woke me up probably like 4 times last night.
Oh man.
She would not go to sleep.
What she was talking about?
Man, you just talking, man. Just like, man, what's going on? Why
okay.
You know, man, like why you trying to sleep? I'm trying to be up. All that
man.
stuff. You know how it is, baby stuff.
Kids,
man.
I can't wait.
Yeah, man. Take your time, man. Take your time, man. Get you a wife first, man.
It's on the way. She like 14 months pregnant, and we gonna pop that thing out soon. It's one of them type of situations.
No, you do not just say 14 months pregnant.
Yeah, it's that new thing they got. It's like a surgery.
I don't know. That sounds dangerous. You don't want that to happen. Anyway, man, good hitting. So we got a repeat. Can I say repeat offender? He's not a man. That sounds negative.
Yeah, the climate that we in today. Let's not use offender.
You right. We have a Rick. That's Dave in the building coming with them gems. We got a reoccurring guest tonight. Gonna be on the show, man. Always love to hear this brother talk because last time we talked. We got some more stuff to talk about now.
Word.
I did want to just kind of talk about the Dome though, man. I know everybody ain't sentimental and all that, but I'm a Falcons fan and seeing that Dome fall this morning at 7:32.
Word.
2 minutes late. I was like, man. I thought about it, right? And then I asked myself, I was like, man, where did the Falcons play before the Dome? Because the Dome, I think, went up at like 95, 96.
25 years ago.
25 years ago, something like that. 92. And I was like, man, where they played before that? And it was Fulton County Stadium, where the Braves used to play at.
I don't even remember.
And I didn't remember either. And I was like, why didn't I remember it? But like growing up, I was a Cowboys fan.
Gotcha.
My dad, I don't have,
Yeah, Jared pissed you off too, huh?
No, he didn't, because when I was a Cowboys fan, they were winning, so it didn't mean nothing to me. But I did get an opportunity, man. My dad came up here to see the Falcons play Cowboys, so he was happy about that. Him and my mom went. They had a good time.
Word.
And they Cowboy fan. They had on their Cowboy gear and everything. So
Word.
I was like, that was cool to see. You got an opportunity to go because I don't think he haven't been to a Cowboys game in a long time. So that was cool to see. But that's the only thing that happened my week.
Yeah, I seen that thing fall, man. I seen it on the phone, but I did get a chance to march on that field though. I think it was 96. Yeah.
Okay.
We came up here. I got a chance.
What's the school? Brooks County.
Yeah.
Brooks County? Okay.
The most difficult show we ever had to play.
How so?
Because like it was a high school football game, so it wasn't really filled up. So we playing shit just echoing everywhere. It sounded crazy. Yeah. But I did get a chance to touch that turf though.
Okay.
Without getting CTE.
Facts.
Feeling good about my accomplishments.
Yeah, you did that, man. So before we started rolling, man, you made a comment that I was like, let's kind of wait to get on here and talk about it. I don't know if you want to go into that or not. We was talking about like the Dome, how the Dome fell. Should we wait for our guests to get up here? I think.
We can do that.
Our guests probably have an interesting perspective on that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Somebody say go Cowboys. What up, Gabe?
No, man, it's Falcons, man. It's all right. Calm down. I used to be a Cowboys fan back in the day, not anymore.
It's all good.
You want to bring?
Let's get it.
Let's go. Hey, everybody, we got a crowd in here tonight, so we're gonna have to get y'all to participate and clap, all that good stuff. So help us welcome the homie. Do I have to say your whole name? But I like saying Rossi, man. Like okay. Hey, y'all help me welcome Rossi to the good hit show, man. What's going on? So you gonna use that mic right there? See how we did that right there? Look at that. Slide that mic over. Switcheroo. There we go. There we go. How you doing, brother?
I'm excellent. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. You already know. Always good to have him back in the building, man.
What's up?
Oh yeah, we definitely we live right now. Please do follow him. Go ahead and get the stuff right now. We'll go ahead and get that out of the way.
LxrdRossi, LxRD. You know what I'm saying? Lord with an X, Rossi on Instagram.
Can we start there? What's up with the X?
Oh man. Not that conversation today.
No,
that's another rabbit hole.
We ain't gonna go down. We ain't gonna go down there, man. But
gotcha.
I'll definitely say. Okay, when was that? When you came through last time? That was. It's been.
Yeah. Was it before or after tour?
I think it was probably like right at tour.
I think it was before tour.
Yeah, like tour was getting ready to start.
After
yeah.
South by Southwest.
So it's amazing the difference like a year makes, man.
Not even a year.
Not even a year.
7 months.
7 months.
Absolutely.
So in 7 months, our last conversation. I mean, we can roll the accomplishments off, but I mean, number one, the most noticeable thing, Hustle Gang in the building.
Hustle Gang,
Hustle Gang definitely in the building.
All the smoke, by the way, out right now.
He definitely that. I recall, turn this mic is doing some crazy stuff, man. We just turn to the side, man. Just talk to the side. We'll figure it. I follow you on IG. It's social media, so it happens. And I just happened to see, this guy I just interviewed a couple of weeks ago at the time. Just like, I was like, man, that dude right there looked familiar.
Oh man, come on.
I was like, no. I mean, I know that's Rossi, right? But that dude, that looked very familiar. And then I started seeing other people who look very familiar. And well, we got somebody he just came in the camera, man. It's all good, but ain't know what was going on just then. It's cool. We do this. We live. And stuff happens. That's what you call
a sense of urgency. That's
how you do it. That's how you do it.
We have a sense of urgency right now.
That's how you do it.
Sense of urgency.
That's how you do it.
It's a sense of urgency tonight. I like it.
Yeah, love it. But then, I saw the homie, and then I was like, okay, that looked like some other people, man. And we didn't have a chance to talk about that. I don't know if you want to talk about that now, but
no, it's cool.
But if y'all don't know by now, it was I think it was Rock Nation brunch, right? Was that
for sure.
Okay. So we talking about Hove. I don't know if I said that or not, but saw Hove. I saw some other people, and I saw Rossi. And that stood out to me. Rossi and Rara was there too, but that stood out to me mainly because the conversation that we had like a couple of weeks prior, just talking about like setting that right energy out there and like, man, you don't like just go, like do the work and just go and to see it. So like bring us up to speed, man. Like that, we'll start there.
I'm just working, bro. If you really want to be honest, I'm just putting in work. I ain't doing nothing different than what I was doing 7 months ago. Same stuff.
Putting in the work.
Just putting in the work, bro. That's all I'm doing.
I like that you said put in the work, because I think at some point in time we kind of miss that work part. We think it's instantaneous.
Yeah, if you on the outside looking in, you definitely think it's an instantaneous kind of thing, but nah, definitely got to put in all the work.
All the work.
All the work. Yeah. So the last 7 months has been all work for me. It's just nonstop. It's just being like really focused. I mean, I got to a place where I just figured that I learned how to just focus on myself, and I don't mean that in a selfish way. It's
right.
You got to set your intentions, and you got to be serious about them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's been like.
Absolutely. Now intentions, man, because that word can get kind of thrown around, but like you said, in a positive light, like it's almost like letting people know up front, like, look, this is why I'm here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's none of this. Like, this is the reason why I'm here, and respect that. How long do you think it took for you to earn? I don't want to say people to give you, but you earn that respect in every avenue and every door you walk through. Years,
10+ years. And the most frustrating thing is, I don't know if I'm about to say this for the first time, is this ain't like my first time at the rodeo.
Right.
Having been at a place where, you know, I thought I was going to make it and only to have to start over, you know what I'm saying? So I just changed my mentality about how it even worked. Don't even look for the plateau. Don't look for the make it. Ain't no such thing as making it. You just got to keep going.
Just keep going. You know keep going.
Yeah.
He do it every time, man.
What you mean, man?
It's these little gems, bro. Like, see, I think you downplay the knowledge that you got. You downplay it, and because you're a cool dude, you know. You look like you lost about 20 pounds since the last time I saw you.
Oh, not that 20.
Oh yeah, well, you know, I've been vegan for about a year.
Okay, talk about it.
Yeah, well, I just, you know, my father got sick with cancer, and when he got sick, they showed us this video at the doctor, and I had been trying to go vegan years prior, but then that video was like a wrap.
That what? That's kind of like the What the Health. Didn't we watch that?
It wasn't the What the Health video, but it was something like it where they just show you what cheese and meat does to your body over time. Especially the cheese and meat that we eat now.
All right, so let's go there, man, because like I'm somebody where, like, me personally, the most I think I weighed was like 270, 280. So I lost weight. I lost it. But like I told y'all, like, I got a kid. Absolutely. And I don't know, I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all might not know. I'm just gonna share this with the people. When your old lady pregnant, dudes, y'all, we gain a little weight. It happens.
So I heard, but bruh, I'm not sure how.
I don't know, bro. I don't understand it.
You get comfortable too.
I don't even know if it was being comfortable. I think it's the way it was explained to me. My partner told me, man, it's like you just naturally match your partner. So you do stuff, and I guess it is out of comfort. Like, you do things, your habits that you've started sometimes will break because you just naturally, like, you know, you're looking at what they're doing and you kind of like engaging with it. So
I can understand it.
I say all that to say I gained a little weight back, right? So let's talk veganism a little bit, man. And you said that your dad had cancer, and that kind of prompted you to start.
Well, it kind of prompted me to keep going. I think a lot of times, just in our lives, we look like for perfection. So when we start doing something, and since we can't do it, we just quit. Like, man, I'm going back. And it's not about like being perfect. It's about just keep going. So it's not about like, oh man, you a vegan, but you ate fish today. Like, no. First of all, I did not eat fish today. Secondly, if I chose to eat fish today, doesn't still make me a vegan, because tomorrow you can go back. I can keep going. It's about keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, one off-deck meal does not make you like whatever people try to give you. I'm sick of people.
No, I think that's some solid advice though, bro, because I think in that pursuit we are shut down because we feel like, dang.
Well, and a lot. See, I don't even know how aware you are of this, but sometimes you be around people who don't encourage you either. So they also assist with you quitting.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to be cognizant of it.
Absolutely. What's been the most challenging part for you with being a vegan? What you said, like a little over a year now?
I think the only challenging part is when you go to restaurants, they cook food in butter. That's the only challenging.
Oh, so
part.
we going.
Yeah, I don't eat butter. I don't cook with butter. I don't eat butter.
What you cook with?
Or avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil.
Put us on. What's wrong with the butter?
I mean, so essentially, butter is not like it's like chemical. It's like fermented. It's like in a lab made. You know, it has no nutrients for your body. It's just in there. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is these bacteria attach to your colon, which most diseases start from your colon, and then the meat and the cheese over time, it breaks down your immune system.
Don't pay that no attention, y'all.
It breaks down your immune system, and your body's supposed to naturally fight off any disease.
Right.
The meat and the cheese is breaking down your immune system over time. It's sulfated meat. It's all kind of things we don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, when somebody told me this, not solve for myself, it's like, I just can't
do it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you know better, you just gotta do better.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I know better, man. I'm just.
I mean, we can tend. I ain't knocking if you eat meat.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Have a piece of fried chicken for me, but I'm off deck.
Nah, I feel you, man.
So fish, is fish okay? Can we eat fish?
Yeah. Why not? I mean, I ain't trying to run nobody Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, no. Hey, shout out to the homie Gray.
I mean, at the end of the day, you just gotta be careful where you get your fish from. Fish is probably the most easiest thing to eat. You know what I'm saying? But we really got to be careful where we get our food from. We don't know. We just eat it. We're not thinking about it. We just like, man, I'm hungry, whatever.
See, you know me personally, and we had this conversation before. It's like you low key, man. Like you don't know where nothing comes from unless you really like growing it and cooking it yourself. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's really what it's about.
I mean, that's next level. That's one of my ideas. You know.
Yeah. How you farm in the back.
Absolutely.
I love it. I got a little farm. I mean, I got a little garden.
So look,
that's where it starts.
So was I fucking up? Because I did, and I counted them. I did 33 days with no type of meat, but I was still alcohol. I was still drinking alcohol.
I mean,
I heard you mention that, but for another reason. But
I mean, it's just a preference. I ain't gonna say you fucking up because I ain't gonna judge you, bro. If you want to, have a shot, that's your business. It ain't gonna affect you. You just gotta listen to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times we just in society, like we got so many distractions, and you don't know what you're distracted by. You just gotta pay attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
All right.
So like, all right, with all you said, distracted, and there's plenty of distracted.
Oh yeah,
plenty.
Oh yeah.
Like, how do you yourself stay focused with all this? Everything going on, social media, everything.
I mean, I'm connected to myself and not in an egotistical manner. When I say I'm connected to myself, I'm just aware of myself, meaning that I don't care about social media. Not in the sense of I need the attention, but it's just a tool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it's just a tool. Everything's just a tool. You know, you got to build a personal life that has nothing to do with what you do or what occupies your time.
See, we talked about this. You're like the social media aspect and like the excuse that we give, like we all in media and music and entertainment, all that. The excuse that we give ourselves, like, man, we needed to promote. How do you just shut that down, even though like you have, I guess you have an obligation to use it as a tool to promote yourself and your music. How do you shut that down and have a separation of the two?
I mean, it's privy to a person. You know, you just have to depends on how hard you want to focus. I ask myself every day. By the way, I talk to myself a lot and just keep it real with myself about how much do I want something, and that determines how much I'm about to put into it and the attention I give it. You know what I'm saying? Instagram is just a tool. Like I use it like everybody else. You know, I'm bored, but I promote on there. But it's not something I consume myself with. You know,
consumption, man.
Absolutely. I don't know if we are aware of this, but the things that you watch that you think subconsciously, like they manifest, bro. Like you gotta be careful.
All right, can you?
Oh man,
go deeper on that. You can't just throw stuff out there like that and then just like spit those.
I mean, it's hard to explain without sounding like a weirdo, but
you could.
Whether you accept it or not is that subconsciously you're thinking before your conscious even has a thought. You know what I'm saying? And by what you watch and read, it lives there. What you listen to, it lives there. You know, it's like energy, and it changes you, and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to get to a place where you can be cognizant of controlling your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really manifesting. Anything is tuning out all the people, the negative things that have what I like to call irrelevant information. You know what I'm saying? It's like don't even matter. It's just there. Just get it out the way.
Yeah, man, bro. Last night. I low key, no, this is high key. I was on Facebook for like 30 minutes.
That's okay.
But I wasn't doing nothing, bro.
But that's okay.
And then when I was done, I was like, what am I doing? Like,
man, you got to have a release now. I ain't saying, it's 24 hours of the day. Don't think all 24 hours. I'm just like.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it, bro, but I could have really been doing something better with them 30 minutes.
Well, I mean, now that you told yourself that, it's up to you to correct yourself. The next time, you feel like you're on Facebook too long, get off.
Get right off of Facebook.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so you got it. What is I saw this floating around and I really didn't know what to make of it. Like private
sanctuary. Yeah. So I'm trying to release this EP in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's
so
done.
it's an EP.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna have 7 records on it. 7 records.
Okay.
I bought one of the singles here tonight too.
We're gonna play that later tonight. We definitely gonna play it later tonight. But private sanctuary. Can I tell you what that mean to me?
Go for it.
Okay. So. I mean, I grew up in the church.
So did I.
I grew up in the church. So, when I see sanctuary, I automatically think about, house, home, place to go. Private mean, when I think of private, I'm in my head a lot. If y'all don't know, that's just, I'm in my head a lot. So sometimes I can be here and have those conversations with myself.
Right.
Sometimes I overthink some things. Sometimes I'm right on point with stuff. But for me, when I saw that, I think about, like, you know, my inner thoughts, a place for my inner thoughts, basically, in a sense.
I mean, that's pretty much what Private Sanctuary is. It was the time that I spent in solitude, and I'm sharing the music from the time in solitude that I created. You know, so that's exactly what it is.
Man, that made me feel pretty special, didn't it?
That's exactly what it is. It's about a time span of 2 years.
Okay. What happened during that, without giving away too much?
I mean, yeah, you just gotta listen to the music, man. It was an adventurous time. You know, I think sometimes as artists, because we bear our soul to music. Well, some of us, we live in these really dark, trying places. You know what I'm saying? But I had to get myself into a place where I realized that I had to control that. You know what I'm saying? I was the reason I was in a dark place. You know.
Okay, so when you say dark place, is it dark place like personally or professionally?
Both.
Okay. So,
and it's their volume, so this is just the first one.
So we got more coming with
Absolutely.
that. All right, so I do want to kind of that dark place professionally. All right, I just say it is what it is, right? So like, y'all been seeing the news, like all kind of crazy stuff been coming out. Seems like it been coming out like crazy for the past month. Right. A lot of crazy stuff. We're not talking about stuff that goes on in the music industry, but we've heard the stories, and some people know personally that the music industry can be a very dark place. Very dark place, relationships, good or bad. How much of those dark places for you kind of parallel with the craziness of the music industry, if that makes sense?
I think that the dark place necessarily came from trying to balance, you know, having a job and still trying to be accessible to do the things that I needed to do musically to get to the places where I felt that I needed to go. And in that, on that journey, it's like, you know, having the courage to chase a dream is like not supported in the black community. You know what I mean? It's like, what? You want to do what? Like, that's stupid. Get you a job. Like,
it's not, people can't fathom.
Yeah, they don't even, because they don't know, because we're so systematically conditioned to do things a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the thought of, you don't even know, like, well, how does he make his money? What is he doing? There's just so many questions that people shouldn't even be concerned about.
Really,
but that's just the nature, and I don't even get offended. I feel bad for them. It's a condition. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know they're suffering from.
That's some real talk, though.
It is, man. It's like all of us have somewhat been conditioned to being a certain way, until you realize that, and you be like, damn, that was me. You know,
that meme, we talked about it last week. That meme that it was a picture. I saw it on Facebook. It was probably within them 30 minutes, but it was a picture of an old phone from like 1950 or whatever, and then they showed a picture of a phone from 2017. They showed a picture of a computer in the 70s, and then showed a picture of a computer now. Then they showed a picture of a classroom, and they showed a picture of the classroom now. The previous two things, you know, the phone, all that evolved, it changed.
Right.
The classroom still look exactly the same.
Right.
20 to 30 kids, hand raised, teacher up front at the chalkboard.
Right.
And, you know, it got us to thinking, like, if everything else can evolve, why can't the classroom structure evolve and change? You know what I mean? For the kids and for everybody else.
I mean, partly because it's a system. It's in a system, man. It's systematic. Like, you know, it's not gonna change. We're gonna have to create it. We're gonna have to combat the system with the new system to show them the opposite is the only way.
How do we create that, though?
It's gonna take some time. It's just gonna take some time and understanding. Like, the one thing about evolving is people have to evolve for self. Because if I come in here and try to tell you all these things, and it sounds like I'm trying to convince you, and you don't learn nothing by being convinced, because that's why because we've been convinced.
Right.
And now you like, wait a minute, some people have been telling me, convincing me this whole time. It's not nothing that you understand for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a lot of our frustration. And depression in life come from things we don't have answer to, because somebody been convincing you your whole life that this is what it is. And you just accept that. You don't question it. You just like, cool, this is what it is.
This guy right here, man.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, because
like that's hammer on the nail. Everything he's saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it kind of brings me to a point where I want to ask him about, like, speaking of what you're talking about, what's going on in the media, news and shit like that, like this drug culture.
Okay.
What's popping off now? You get the kid, one of these kids passed away.
Yeah, Lil Peep. Is it Lil Peep?
Yeah,
Lil Peep. Yeah. I keep saying Pump for some reason.
I think there is a little Pump though.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a little Pump.
Yeah, just where you at with that? Because I mean, you don't strike me as a pill popper or whatever, but you may have an opinion on.
I mean, I don't, man. You know, I know everybody has their vice.
Right.
And, you know, it's unfortunate, you know, that when you use it in excess, you could pass away. It's detrimental to your body, you know. I definitely think it's something. What I can say is this. I feel like there's a generation of kids that are hurt. But it's our fault, though. I'm going to tell you why it's our fault. Because a lot of our parents, like first generation people out of the hood. So they think living is, you had a house. I ain't grew up with heat and AC. You had everything I ain't have, so you straight. But they not really giving it to your emotions, making sure you stable in the head, right? So mind you remember, like, we started this whole, you know, rap culture in the 90s, and then when gangster music came out, like, you know, that's what we was on. You know, I can even say that it affected me in parts of how I was acting as a child, right?
Absolutely.
So you think now 20, 30 years of just bamming these same messages in these kids' heads. We've been saying fuck hoes for 20 years. We've been talking about drugs for 20 years. Now there's a culture of people who live in this, right? And us having no compassion, we just like,
we dismiss
oh man, they on the dope, but it's our fault. We've been bragging about this culture. The pill culture it ain't the first time it's showing up. We've been doing drugs and music since forever. We've been rapping about it, making it cool forever. You know, it's just now that we created it. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is something we created.
Right.
We created it. You know what I'm saying? We made it cool. Rock and roll rap. We made it cool to be misfits because the world's so crazy. So we had to just turn misfits and being cool. But that's where it comes from. It's the same culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's.
It's the same culture. It's just unfortunate. Like we love the music and we don't think about it, but these people are hurting. You know what I'm saying?
Is it because we've all grown? Like, you know, gangster rap was a serious thing for us. Like Snoop, at one point in time, was my favorite artist. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. By the way, the Doggy Style is one of the best rap albums ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Definitely. But you know, you go back and look at that album at the time, we were young, but we were grown now. And so for us, we understand what that album meant, and we understand what they were going through now that we can look back on it. And I think a lot of it is that we're just in that place where our parents were when we were growing up. Sad to say, but like how your parents might have said, like, and my parents got a young spirit, but they ain't necessarily like, you know, I asked for Bone ThugsNHarmony. That East 1999 album, right? It was like 95. One of the first CDs I got. The first time I played it, they were just like cussing and everything. My mom was like, I can't believe I bought this for you. You know what I mean? Like, but it was a disconnect because that's what we like and that ain't what they didn't listen to. And I think partially that's what we going through now. Like, we tell the kids or whatever, like, oh, that's this or that's that. And I think it's because we don't understand where they're coming from. I think we just getting older.
So you saying there's a disconnect? Cause
absolutely.
Our parents didn't listen to hip hop. Now it's a generation where we all listen to hip hop.
That's true. I mean, we're definitely in an era where, like, I listen. My brother, I'm
gonna come clean though. It shouldn't be a disconnect because I mean, you know, like I listen to music. I listen to Marvin Gaye. He was talking about doing dope. Like, there's a lot of artists who are just as explicit as we are right now. So I don't necessarily think I think it's just like it's like deeper than music. It's like a culture condition. Like, for real, I wish I could like show y'all. Like, I really feel like it's a condition. It's like we're not even aware of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same condition that says when your son gets 17, you kick him out the house because he got to grow up. But he don't know nothing about good credit. He never wrote a checkbook before, and you expect him to get out the house at 17, pay his bills every day, and not go hungry when he never did that before. That don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And do you know what ends up happening? She turned to the streets because he just got to get money. He like, I just need money.
No, that's real though. That's real. And I ain't gonna lie, like, becoming a parent, you think about those conversations because, like, my folks did a good job on me, but I graduated high school. I ain't know nothing about credit.
Me neither.
I had to learn on my own. Like,
me too,
bro. I remember a time in my life I had like two or three credit cards, $3,000 to $5,000 limit on each. And I'm treating that like that's my money.
Oh, nah.
And nobody was there to tell me like that ain't your money.
Not
you know what
all.
I'm saying? And so I think that education, it definitely got to start quicker. You know what I mean?
You know what? We just gotta stop making excuses, man. Like the internet is great. Like anything you want to learn about, you can read extensively video.
Right.
Like you can learn about it. You just gotta want it for yourself.
Hey, I definitely agree with that. Man, you do this every time, bro.
Man, I don't know. Just speaking of, man, I'm just
every time.
We just having a conversation.
I know, and that's the reason why I like you though, because
did we tell everybody that Jimmy has 6 packs in his?
Hey man,
we did not talk about that.
I just want y'all.
Okay.
Man. So look, I had a 6-pack.
You had a 6-pack. You hear that?
In the JanSport.
Oh, in the JanSport.
Yeah.
That I caught for the lamb at
For the
Walmart.
lamb.
You know what I mean?
Less than $2 a bill. How much they charge at the club for that same bill? $5. Let's talk about it.
They're gonna hit you for that $5
for the long neck bottle. That's crazy.
Let's talk about it.
But I tend to sometimes walk around with that
That's all right though, man. You know,
6-pack.
gotta handle your handle.
Hey man, so look. All right. So what I told you earlier, right?
Okay.
This is what we've been waiting for.
You know,
Great
Jimmy, he got a bone to pick with you. You trying to clean it up.
It ain't even a bone. It's a great minds think alike type of deal.
Absolutely.
Okay.
A song that you was recently featured on or a part of.
I think he wrote the hook. Let's keep it funky.
Friends, you wrote that hook.
Yeah.
So this happened probably about a month ago. I started getting like DMs from my area, South Georgia, like blah blah blah. You know, check this out. Sound familiar. Because I released something earlier this year.
Oh, for real? It's a small world.
It's called Everybody Ain't Your Friend.
It is a small world.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know he was gonna come up here soon.
Yeah.
But I just had to put that out there. Now
It's all love, man. It's a small world. You know?
Great minds
think alike.
That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Man, well, I appreciate you for being positive because you could have been like, hey, bro, you stole my record.
No, we don't do that.
Fuck
We'll
no,
do
no,
that.
no,
Yeah,
don't do that. Nah.
But it was, that was just me. I was over here instigating. No, that was all good.
Nah, I just thought I actually thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. Yeah, I just that song is 2 years old. It was a Humbug record. You know?
Right.
That was one of them songs me and Rara was doing. We spent to leave the studio actually.
Right.
I just pulled the beat on. It was like, I'm about to do this, and then he got on it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though, because you said like a record you did 2 years ago, man, and those that do music know that happens at times. Like you'll create something, it'll be in the vault. You might not, it might then fit at the time what you was working on, but then it comes back around.
Yeah.
For you, like how is that feeling to know that a record you did 2 years ago, you kind of, like you said, you was getting ready to leave the studio, so this was probably just something like, oh, this is in my head, let me go ahead and get this out.
Right.
To see like now 2 years now come full circle, it's a record with your whole crew is on and representing for that.
I mean, I'm gonna come clean, man. I kind of imagine all my songs happening like that. You know, I intend every record. I feel like every record I make, they say, oh, every record an artist make isn't a hit. Say who? My boy Bam in here, like he'll tell you, like I'm striking the target. I don't have time to waste. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a figuring out kind of creator. You know what I'm saying? I'm not figuring it out. I'm just doing it. You know what I'm saying?
What is okay? Like how old are you now? If you don't mind me asking?
I'm young as hell.
Young, okay. So, all right. No, that's cool. All right. So you older than 21 though, right?
For sure.
Okay, older than 21. So like from 21 to where you're at now, what's the one thing about you say that you learned the most and like the growth period between? Because I mean I know you're 24, but like that 3 year gap of you growing as an artist, like what's the one thing that you say the most important thing you learned during that time period?
Ego, man. That shit'll kill you, bro.
Okay. So break that down a little bit, like ego as in your own ego or like the people around you ego or just ego in general? I mean,
it's a combination of all of that. If your ego is out of pocket and the people around you out of pocket, then it's like, okay. It's ego. I just thought earlier just because I had the talent and the confidence that I was just supposed to be given the opportunity. I hadn't had nothing on my resume. I was just walking up to people arrogantly making them feel like, hey, bro, what you doing? You know, and it worked to some degree, but it wasn't never enough. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So eventually, putting in the work is what got me to where I'm at, and not the bravado of I'm better than you.
Right, right. It's almost like you actions speak louder than words at the end of the day.
I mean, they do. You know, you can't go around it. Even if somebody has ill intentions behind actions, they still putting forth the energy to make it happen.
Right,
you know
right. Yeah,
I'm with it.
I'm with it too. I was trying to think of a follow up question. I was like, no, that's pretty much it.
I'm with it.
No, I can't wait for I hear the record though.
No, we definitely gonna play the record. As a matter of fact, okay. So before we get into it, because we'll play the record at the end, like to go out. This your second time here.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that too.
No, that's nothing, bro. This is your home. And whenever you want to come here, the door is wide open.
That's all love. I appreciate
absolutely. that. Absolutely. This is a question I've never asked any guests. I'm asking now. What could we do better?
As
on this show? Because we want to grow, right? We've been talking about growing and like, you know, you from 21 to where you're at. What can we do better?
I don't know, man. See, that's a tricky question because, you know, it's about what your vision is. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just speak some life into you.
Go ahead, let's do it.
Is that realistically, bro, anything that you think about for a millisecond, you could do it. Like, you know, and a lot of times that doubt of asking people or what you think is be like the enough doubt to make you not do it. So if you want to do something, don't even ask, bro. Just do it. Just do it, bro. Don't care how people say what you're doing. Just doing it. Because eventually doing the work, I'm telling you, is just, you just look at it like, oh, I did that. You know what I'm saying? You just do the work. And that's just where I'm at. I'm just doing the work. I'm not really just like in the clouds about what could be anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the work. That's all I can do. That's all I can do is do the work. You know what I'm saying? Having my heads in the cloud and daydreaming about what could be is distracting me from doing the work.
What do you fear at this point in your career?
In my career? A fear? Nothing. I don't really have no fear about my career. I mean, I'm not driven career based.
Okay.
You know, like I'm really doing what I feel like I was given to do before birth. This is what I'm doing. So I feel like anything that happened to me, it was meant to happen to me. It's nothing to be scared of. You have to tell yourself, I don't care how much money you have, I don't care how holy you are, you're gonna have bad days.
Absolutely. You're
gonna have bad times. You just gotta train your mentality to keep going. That's it.
See, when people say it's hard to make it in this industry or whatever, you know, I ain't saying it ain't, but I think the hardest thing is to get to the level of thinking that this young man at.
Right.
I think that's, and fuck the industry part, just in life, period. Be comfortable with yourself.
And that's all life is, though. In any industry, in any regard, it's just it's thinking. I was telling somebody this yesterday. Even think about jail, right? And they say, oh, it's the U.S. penitentiary. Well, if you ever been to a penitentiary on, you know, in Atlanta, who watching the penitentiary? People. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Everybody controlled by their mind. We all control the mind thing. It's just thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I know that sound weird. They got walls up, but the people inside of people is like the warden is a person. Right, it's not like organization controlling people. You know what I'm saying? We control each other. That's crazy to me. Yeah. So you got to elevate your thinking so you're not controlled. Because if you don't occupy your mind, then your mind will be occupied.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just what life is. There's a lot of people walking around here doing the rigmarole, but they not really like in control of it.
Did he use that term last time, rigmarole? Who used that term? Somebody said rigmarole.
That thing just flew off.
Somebody said that one time. It blew our mind. I can't remember who it was, man.
I don't know, but
we'll think about that. I'm sorry.
I gotta start smoking weed, man. This nigga here, man.
Oh man.
I gotta start.
Is that what it is, Jim?
You think it's the weed?
Because even though it make me paranoid, it also
open your mind, make you think.
Definitely open my mind, and it might open it so fucking wide that I'm probably scared.
Let me ask y'all a question. How aware of yourself do you think you are?
Are we looking at it on
a scale of 1 to 10?
How well
aware of yourself do you think you are? Just being aware of yourself, like.
I think I'm like 8 or 9.
I'm at a 5, cuz.
Okay. I mean, you know.
No. I think I got a good understanding of who I am.
I just feel like. I feel like the things we experience in life, a lot of it's unnecessary, right? Is because there's a group of people who control humans, and they tell us that it has to be this way because of how some system is set up. But if you was aware of yourself, you would say, well, if I was in that system, I wouldn't want to like be giving government cheese, so why not make it better? You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. We live in a world where we not connected to ourselves. We into entertainment. We into a tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like black women even treat you different if you're in a tax bracket. How crazy is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy.
You about to get 76% of our audience mad at you, right?
That's cool. I'm sparking the conversation.
No, I get it though. I get it. It's
hold on, and not to just go bar on women. It's men fault too because we just like
we flaunt it.
Not only that, bro. For the last, we haven't evolved in 30 years. We just like you have this macho ego ball walking around. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't even respect women in regards as people. They just. And I'm guilty of it too, you know. Let me not preach. Right. I came from the same place, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy if you just think back and be like, man, like we really the reasons why how we feel the way it is. People are making the world the way it is. It's not no evil being out here that's sitting on some throne. Like, all right, you go over there and shoot that. No, it's a person. Right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta like be more compassionate to each other so we can help, so we can stop a lot of stuff. But a lot of our efforts are responding with like negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Like. For example, you get a young guy in Atlanta, 18 years old, right? He's just fresh out of high school, commit a crime. Nobody got compassion to even think about where he come from. We're like, man, put that nigga in jail, throw him in jail. Crazy.
We don't think about it. Yeah.
Let's change the conditions. Maybe that way we can have less criminals in jail. But you know what that's for. Don't get me started on why we got jails and stuff. We ain't going there. So.
Yeah. We talked about that last time. Y'all got to watch that interview if you want that information. We ain't gonna go there this time. But I feel you though. I feel you 100%.
But along with that, though, not to cut you off.
No, you good.
Why is it? I kind of feel like this a little bit in our community. Why do I have to die, go to jail to get
credibility?
Ego, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it comes from not having nothing. So when you have nothing, things that mean nothing, you give value now, like sneakers, material things. We don't have nothing. So how can we feel validated in our community? We just got to buy stuff because where we live at is trash. We can't enjoy our house. We can't enjoy nothing in our neighborhood. So we got to enjoy things like materialistic movies. That's what we striving for because that make us feel like we made it because where we come from, we ain't got that. It's a condition, you know what I'm saying? They did it on purpose. You'll never get out of the way of thinking like this. That's how they think.
You say we'll never get out.
That's how they think. Like, oh, they'll never get the way. And look, we've been doing it for 30 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't really evolved. Like it's getting worse.
Right.
You know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
No, man. Progression is key though. Like, all right. This is what I took away from our conversation today. This is what I took away. Number one, you got to have a clear understanding of who you are as a person.
And you know what? Who you are as a person, you don't like. It has nothing to do with what kind of food you like.
Right.
Or it just had anything to do with you a human being. Period.
Treat humans.
Man, it's the simplest to treat somebody how you want to be treated.
Want to be treated. It's very simple.
But you got to be aware of yourself, and I can say that because I had to evolve to this place. Like, man, like sometimes I have to check my attitude. I get irritated. I just be like, let me just relax. Let me see. Because it ain't necessary to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man.
And I'm bringing myself from 5
absolutely.
to an 8.
Get up to that 8. Get up to that 8, Jim. Get up to that 8.
Because you know what the crazy thing is, like more than half of the time, I do know better.
We all do.
You choose not to,
and that's because you just conditioned. It's like I'm just used to doing this all good. Right. You don't even pay no mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because we definitely have those conversations where we know like, all right, bro, that's not the route, and sometimes we'll still take that route. Right. Absolutely, yeah. Right. The awareness is there. It's just making the right choice. It's like you have the information, you know what to do. All you got to do is do it to get the results.
Right. That's it.
But for whatever reason, it's all kind of factors.
Well, you're trying to detach. Detachment hurts, bro.
Okay.
And detachment is growth. If you don't attach, eventually it'll kill you, or you'll just detach forcefully and it hurt. And then a lot of us attach ourselves to the pain because you say we didn't deserve this, but like your life isn't meant to stay in one place. Like you got to keep going.
Right.
And you got to understand that life is just progression every day.
I think that's a good spot.
Keep going.
That's a good spot.
That's what I got from it.
Look, man.
So what's the name of the new single, man? Let's go.
Caught Up.
Caught Up.
Yeah.
So before we go,
shout out DJ Black, produced by DJ Black.
Shout out DJ Black, man. Me and DJ Black went to college together.
Oh, for real? This okay?
Are we talking about the same DJ Black?
I don't know. Possibly.
Tall?
Nah, different.
Okay, DJ Black. Different DJ.
Okay, this DJ Black out of Houston. You know
okay, never mind. We talking about it.
But shout out to DJ Black. I used to work at Golden Glide with him back in the day.
Okay, you know, so you know the other.
Yeah, I know Black. Yeah, you know.
Okay, cool. All right, so before we get into this single, one, give us, tell us about it. But this also gonna be the last thing that we do. So, tell the people how they can connect with you.
You should follow me on Instagram right now, LxrdRossi, Lord with an X, Rossi, RSSI. I just put up some new flavor today too.
And y'all DM him and ask him about the X, because we ain't gonna talk about it here. He'll give you that knowledge when you.
Yeah, there you go.
Create a personal relationship. There you go.
That's it.
Definitely.
I definitely be talking to my fans too.
That's dope.
As you should. You should. Absolutely. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
That's why you there. Okay. So this is it. We second reoccurring guest.
I'm gonna come back some more.
That's what I'm talking about.
Tell you, man, the door is wide open, bro. When you get when that Grammy, we want you to bring the Grammy right here, sit it right here on the table, and we'll talk about it. I mean, you can come back before the Grammy too, but I'm just saying.
Okay, I was gonna say down.
No. I didn't want to cut. No, I'm saying when the Grammy comes, just like because see, and I'm gonna pull a Jimmy, right? I see that because it's not just.
Well, if I may add, I see it for myself as well. You know what I'm saying?
You got to have it because I see the type of person you are, and I know you care about the music.
For sure. I mean, that's why I'm in. That's why I'm in it specifically. Is because of the care of the music.
So claim it, man. But I'm just saying, when you get that Grammy, just make sure you come and sit it. And we might. Oh
no, we gonna show. We gonna.
We might be in a different location.
I might let it sit here for an hour.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
we're gonna have security watching it to make sure nobody. Because I want me a Grammy too. I'm gonna get that Grammy too. Now.
It's just a trophy, so I can order another one.
So I like to drink some Douce out of it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, shout out Douce. Yeah, we'll do that.
Douce, we definitely.
Rightfully so.
When that day come, I'm smoking one on camera.
Okay, then you seen it, right? You seen it. Okay,
y'all heard it right here.
Okay,
it's documented. It's documented.
Okay, then.
All right, so this your video, man. Throw it to the.
What's up? This is Caught Up. You know what I'm saying? By me, Brandon Rossi, produced by DJ Black. First record off Private Sanctuary. Y'all ready? Let's do it.
Hey, here.